Nothing fails like success. Success is the worst teacher, and failure is one of the best teachers. I'm going to say this with the risk of probably you putting some nasty comments below, but let me just say this straight ahead. Probably, chances are you will fail on your first attempt to do anything. You might be an outlier, you might maybe be successful. I'm not saying it is definitive, but chances are you will fail. And even if you become successful, it will be because you had some prior experience or knowledge on the subject matter. And why do I bring this to your attention? Is because I've seen more people trying to avoid failure, and there's much you can learn from failure rather than just chasing success. It is said that failure is literally stepping stones to achieving your success. And the journey to success is success. And why am I talking about this? Is because when you fail, not if you fail, failure will come your way. How do you put yourself together and be up and running again? Try again until you become successful. Personally, I have failed in so many things. This business, Career Point Solutions, when we started back in 2010, November, I registered the website careerpoint.co.ke. It is still there right now, yeah. And the first business model was for us to put in job post and then put Google ads, and that would be our source of income. Only to report to you, it failed within the first 2 weeks. Yeah, I got my Google ads account, I posted the ads there, and within 2 weeks, my Google ads account was shut down. Why? Invalid clicks. Of course, I didn't know they had the technology, but I was telling people, click on those ads. And that is how I failed. And I asked myself, what can I really learn from this? But I'm still here. 12 years down the line, I don't know when you're watching this video, probably even 15 years, 20 years down the line, we are still around. And it is the lessons that I learned from those failures that I want to share with you. How do you really come out of that point where you have failed something that you have put all your heart or your soul or your energy or your finances, and then it fails? How do you really pick yourself up from there? That's what I want us to have a discussion on. So the first bit we need to understand, it is, why is it that we are afraid of failing? It is because we are fearful that we will be seen as if we are failures. Actually, it is other people's opinions that we are more concerned with rather than ourselves. People will see us as failures. People will see us as foolish. How could we put all our money in there? How could we really trust or believe this thing will work out? And we are also battling that emotion of shame. We'll feel shameful. Actually, people might not trust us later on after this, or they will not think of us much better than they did before maybe failing. But having known that you will fail, it is just part of the process. The first thing I would suggest to you is start studying people who have actually gone through life or similar business or something similar to what you are about to do, and they have been successful. And when you interact with them, don't just ask them about the success story. Ask about the failures. Ask about the things that didn't work. Actually, you will learn more from those stories of failure or the things that they did work and how they tweaked and how they were able to get where they are. So learn from others. Number two, I would also want you to think about how can you be able to do some small experiments before you throw yourself full in, like putting all the money, putting all the time and all that. Please note, I'm not telling you to be half-hearted as you do any of the endeavor, business, career-wise, whatever it is that you're there. I want you to be fully sold in. It's only that you are taking calculated risks. It's only that you are doing things in a small chunk, trying out to see what will work and what won't work. Have some test, have some experiment, just have some bare minimum, like this is what I'm willing to put in and I'm willing to lose this. If it doesn't work, well and good, I'll sit down and analyze what is it that worked and what it is that did not work out. And the other thing, I would want you to really collect data as you do your experiment, as you do that thing. Every piece of data will be very important. You will realize that there are some things that you might have overlooked, or some things that you thought would work wouldn't. Let me give you an example. I started my YouTube channel back, I think the first video I uploaded was 2016, but I wasn't really serious with YouTube then. I was actually using it to host the videos so that I can embed on our website. But then came 2019, towards the end of 2019, I said, I must crack this out. I started putting videos every week, and they were not doing that well. But then I collected the data and I realized, what is it that is working, what is it that is not working. I bumped into a great mentor, Daryl Eves, and he talked about, go back to your analytics, look at what is working, do more of that. And that is how I've been able actually to grow this channel. But it wouldn't be possible if I hadn't taken the time, first of all, to try out, to do the experiment, to see what works, then from there collect the data and actually see what seemed to be working. You will never get it right from the word go. Of course, you have some assumption, but the assumption might not be 100% what the market is like. The other thing that you need is for you to start celebrating the small wins. Because for you to be successful, it is not that grand major action that you do and you're like, Superman, you saved the world or something of that sort. It is the small things that you do that build up over time. And if you don't really take time to celebrate the small wins, whatever is working right now, you might actually find it a much bigger challenge to actually say, oh, I can't believe I've come all the way here. So take time, celebrate the small wins. And finally, I would say this, and this is, I think, the biggest, I should have started with this, but anyway, here we are. Have a growth mindset. According to Carol Dweck, I think she did her research and she came up with these two groups of mindset. There's a growth mindset and there's a fixed mindset. She talks about the different categories that it can be applied in: effort, learning, skills, I think there's setback, feedback, and all that. Let's look at effort. According to the fixed mindset school of thought, effort is not necessary. Whenever you find yourself putting more and more effort and things seem not to be working, it's probably an indicator you're not good at that thing, so you should give up. But on the flip side, when it comes to the growth mindset, the school of thought is that whenever you're putting effort, effort is necessary for you to actually develop mastery. It is the gateway. Actually, that is the path for you to get to mastery. You must put in the effort, you must learn. In the book, The Outlier, Malcolm Gladwell actually highlights that he did his research and he popularized the idea of 10,000 hours. That it takes 10,000 hours for someone to master a specific skill or a thing. Think about any game, football, basketball, think about programming, think about video editing, think about, whichever field you're in. For you to be a master, you must put in at least 10,000 hours. When you do the math, if you take 1 hour per day to focus on that one skill, that thing will take you 10 years. If you take 3 hours per day, that will be about 3 years. And you can see, it takes effort. So do not think about you putting in the effort as something bad. It's actually the path to your success. So adopt a growth mindset and it will definitely change how you look at things. And if you want to be a really, really effective leader, I want you to adopt a growth mindset, and that is why I'm inviting you to Leaders on Point membership. Now, with Leaders on Point membership, this is a place where you'll be able to get lots of leadership programs that will enable you keep on putting in the effort and learning what needs to be learned for you to be good at what you are at as you sharpen your leadership skills. You will also be in a community of other leaders, other business owners, entrepreneurs, and you can be able to network. You'll also be in a community of other leaders, entrepreneurs, where you can be able to network, exchange ideas. You'll also get highly curated leadership workshops that you can be able to engage in. I want to invite you to Leaders on Point membership. Just go to leadersonpoint.com, get to see the programs that are there, find ways for you to plug in and join the membership. And I'm looking to seeing you thriving and learning from your mistakes and other people's failure as you grow in your leadership journey. If you enjoyed this, also take a look at this video on the 4 productivity tips that I have for you. Ensure you like the video, subscribe to the channel, and until my next video, I'm out.